The more I think about the Peacemaker orgy, the less sense that it makes to me. I keep like I keep running through it in my head, and I'm just like, it was completely unnecessary, is what it was.
Yes, but you see, they're trying to set something up visually. He's on a self-destructive spiral.
Naked people is what they're trying to set up visually.
Plus, Peacemaker has always been off in its own little bubble, and I see it blending well with the first season.
Well, I mean, everything was really good about the first season, except when he hooked up with the alien chick. That's just weird to me. Why on earth would Peacemaker hook up with anybody?
Well, you just walked right into my point. First off, she was all tits and ass and orange skin. Yeah, I remember her. And he had to kill her in the opening scene, basically. But the point is...
Yeah, she had like a mullet.
Yeah, there was a big fuckfest before that. And the reason why I mention it so crudely is it was like a short, quick version of the giant orgy from the second season. Peacemaker starts out each season, it seems, with a giant spectacular, let's say, for lack of a better term, sexual display.
It was mid. It was mid. That was like soft core at best. Anyway.
Yeah, it was. But they, my point is, they opened with a sex scene in the first season, more or less, and then it worked into a fight scene. This time it went from a orgy scene to an interdimensional travel scene.
Which ended in a fight scene.
Yeah, exactly. So it's an obvious progression.
I mean, fought himself. I mean, but it doesn't make any sense, because why would Peacemaker, a man who had been abused pretty much all through his entire childhood, share any kind of sexual intimacy? Why? I don't understand that. How is that possible? How is he able to share intimacy with these people?
If you remember the scene, he wasn't. There was, now I found this in a little bad taste, but there's a scene where he just kind of drops to his knees, and a chick on one side and a dude on the other side start trying to make out with him, and he just stands up and walks off. So right there, they're showing he's not really into this. It's more there's an orgy around him. And if you remember, he's wearing his clothes through most of it.
And why did he do it? Why did he invite all those people over for an orgy?
Same reason he did the drugs. And if you remember, he did weed, and weed didn't do it. And then he did a bag of powder that said in case of emergencies. So we got to assume it's some form of narcotic. And then when that didn't work, he went straight to orgies. Which,
you know damn well what was in that bag.
Yeah,
you know
I do.
What was in the bag.
He did lines of it and everything. So we could assume it's literally pixie dust. Right.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Straight from...
Those candy sticks? You know, pixie dust.
Yeah, pixie sticks.
Yeah, those things. Little kids eat them.
That's what makes people happy.
Yeah, it was clearly that. But when that didn't work, and he went straight to the orgy, and then he went, fuck it, I want to figure out this shit, because he was looking for anything. Now, it's weird that he ran straight to the closet. I'll give you that. But other than that...
No, it makes sense, because he found himself in the closet, so...
And I'm quick to point out, there was one guy in the background, bare-ass naked on a countertop, eating a sandwich. That's all he was doing. Yeah, but my point is, it was clearly symbolic of, like, no matter what Peacemaker did, he wasn't going to be happy. He couldn't, like, find ecstasy in a BLT.
So what you're saying is James Gunn is a pervert.
That, or he hires young black men to sit on his countertop for him.
He was black? No, he was white, wasn't he?
No, he was mulatto.
I don't know. They're all various shades of...
He was very nicely built, I'll tell you that.
Disgusting human bodies.
Yeah. And he was just rubbing his sphincter all up and down on the cabinet.
Yeah, do you think he cleaned that shit? Oh, man. I'd be so mad.
Well, if you go to James Gunn's house and you shit yourself a few days later, you know what happened.
Oh, my God. I don't know. Because I let it go. When he put the harem in Superman, I was like, okay, whatever. It's a rumor. Lex Luthor started a rumor. Some shit. It's fine. I let it go because you don't see it. But here's the thing.
Okay.
Then I watched Peacemaker, and there was an orgy. And I'm starting to see a trend with these movies. And I thought to myself, Superman was a kid's movie. It wasn't rated R. But if it was rated R, I fucking bet James Gunn would have put the fucking harem in there. I bet that would have been a Kryptonian fucking harem. Which is funny because in the lore, Kryptonians don't even breed, like, physically. They're all about the eugenics and manipulating the genetic code. So why is his parents telling him to get a harem? It doesn't make any sense.
Well, it makes sense under one conceit that you have to give it to make any sense. I'm with you on that. A story shouldn't need a conceit, but sometimes you need a conceit. As an example, the conceit of Terminator 2 is that time travel works. Okay? So this movie's conceit is basically, you know, I'm trying to justify it. It's really hard to justify.
Oh, it's fucking it's incredibly hard to justify. That's my whole point.
It's really hard to justify.
Why? And I'll tell you why. I will tell you why. Because James Gunn wanted a bunch of naked people on set.
Well, who doesn't really?
Me, I want to take my superhero seriously.
Have you got that
man.
small PP energy going? I just had to ask. Because that's how it's coming across. It's coming across very small PP energy.
Take superheroes seriously.
I'm not sure I can with the small PP energy going. It's, how could I put this? Okay, first off, it's obviously a heavy R scenario. I mean, we're talking about characters who are literally having a fight over the time they got drunk and banged. Just a scene before that.
I don't know.
So it's clearly not a little kid's film, but I'll give you this. There is a sort of learning curve whiplash going from Superman, which was a family film, and good at it. I think it had a few points that were a little beyond your average family film, but nothing too terrible. Mainly the harem you bring up. But, oh yeah, by the way, the best I could do for the conceit is that the parents knew he wasn't going to be able to find a Kryptonian to bang.
It doesn't matter. Why would his parents want him to start a harem? They can't mate regardless. Well, I guess they could mate. He'd probably rip her in half, but he couldn't get her pregnant. They're biologically incompatible.
That's why I was saying it goes under the conceit that they know something we don't.
It doesn't make sense.
Because there's been movies where Superman had kids, and I'm with you. Genetically, I think it could happen, but the kids would be a dead end. Kind of like when you breed a horse and a mule together. I mean, a horse and a donkey, and you get a mule.
Wait, there is something like that, isn't there? There's a Kryptonian half-breed with a genetic anomaly. You remember we saw that one comic book where Superman has to impregnate every girl on planet Earth in order to save them from that one retroactive virus?
Yeah. No, I can't. I'm trying to remember the name of it too. It's on the tip of my tongue. But yeah, basically Jesus, yeah. I think it's All Created Equal is the title, something along those lines. All Born Equal,
something like that. Yeah, and Lex Luthor turns them into Nazi skinheads.
Effectively, they all shave their head and then try to kick the shit out of as many female heroes as they can.
But the point is, it doesn't make sense. The harem doesn't make sense, and Peacemaker, somebody who's notoriously depressive, suffers from extreme depression, rage, and antisocial personality disorder, who suffered through a childhood mostly made of abuse, and someone who is absolutely stern in his loyalties to his job and the government and his devotion to peace, would suddenly invite a bunch of naked people over for an orgy, which he then decides that he's not going to participate in.
You know, with the exception of not participating, I've done this exact thing. And it has weight with it.
Now tell everybody the story. You do know this is running, right? They're recording.
Yeah, I know. It's just funny because I am Christopher Smith, and I have
Oh
been to
yeah,
orgies.
he is the Peacemaker.
That's why maybe I'm the wrong person to ask about this.
He just doesn't care about peace. The only peace he cares about is
No, I make pieces.
yeah.
See, this happens a lot. You got to see it spelled for the joke to really make sense.
Yeah, they can't see it spelled. They can only hear it.
I mean, we could spell it out for you literally, and that makes great radio, I'm sure. But, you know.
He's talking about group sex. There, it's been spelled out for you now. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I beg to differ. It makes great sense. And speaking of great sense, what do you say, Del Taco?
Oh, yeah, you're right. We're supposed to. No, yeah, that's fine. Inaugural episode. I was just testing the equipment anyway.
We could just edit it right in and pick up from where I say Del Taco.
Del Taco. You want Del Taco?
I'm leaning towards it,
You're
but
leaning-
I'm
that's
also
what you-
down for. I'm also down for Burger King or maybe McDonald's if you play your cards right. So, what sounds good to you, man?
Speaking of group sex, McDonald's. Oh,
Twice
man.
as expensive.
Twice. It's like $2 more. It's not.
No,
you
I'm
know.
saying versus
Oh
the
my
group
God.
sex.
You know what? Oh man, yeah. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I'll put it behind me. It's fine.
I guarantee
But then,
you, I could throw together an orgy quicker than I could throw together a 20-piece McNuggets.
there are enough. God, I can't believe I'm saying this on. Because I don't know. I don't want people to view me incorrectly. But there are enough girls' phone numbers in my fucking phone for me to get it whenever I want. I don't know, man. I'm more conservative leaning.
Big man
I
on
like
campus
to-
here, swinging dick.
No!
Yeah.
No, I did. No!
That's
Oh my God.
Free syphilis test.
Yeah, right. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'll tell you fucking stories, but I don't. No, that's. I just want to get married.
I'm here
man.
all night.
No.
Are you proposing? I'm flattered, honestly, but I'm gonna have to let you down gently, Jeff.
Fuck off. I want to have kids. You can't give me kids, you fat fuck.
I'm not gonna pursue this with an honorable response, so I'm just gonna
What do
say,
they call it?
feed
Pivot,
my children.
Quick, pivot. Quick. I'm not adopting, motherfucker.
Have you ever heard the term "gay for pay"?
Oh man, of course I've heard gay for pay. $20 is $20.
You
I've
met
met-
Cyrax.
Yeah, I met Cyrax. Oh my God, this mother Peacemaker, you're ridiculous, man. Oh my
Let's
God.
go get some food and come back.
Yeah, all right, let's go get some food.
Okay. I'm just grabbing my shoes real quick.